Oh my goodness. Whew. Say hello if you're joining live. Say hi if you're joining the replay. I am so sick. I get this sick maybe once a year. There's a lot purging through the collective. I'm so excited to be a channel. Woo! Um, Going live now to talk about how to build successful biz during unprecedented times. Anybody else sick of that phrase? Here's the thing. We have a global pandemic. This is what a lot of us call late stage capitalism, which means the end of the productivity production line and patriarchy and the dominant culture of North America, which is not very healthy. Hi, Emma. Thank you so much for joining and for your sweet words. And then add all of this. Also, most of us are living by ourselves, supporting our children and our families or our partners or just ourselves with autoimmune disorders and all other sorts of things coming up on our own, without community, without access to community. Then you add a pandemic on top of it. And what do you think is going to happen? Well, in America, it's more of the same. Oh, well, the individual is blamed and the individual isn't doing good enough. And what do you do with it all? What do you do? How do you have a successful business? How do you start one? How do you cultivate community? How do you get support when you don't have support? You're not alone. That's why you're here in this group. This is a free group ran through a crazy platform that makes a shit ton of money off the fact that it's a free group. You reach out for support. You share your story. And then you build the crazy into your business. In a world gone mad, how do you build a business? You build the mad into it. Hear me out. Most of my clients are moms. A lot of them are single moms. Shit happens at a moment's notice, the drop of the hat. I have a beautiful client sending your Hugo so much love, Megan, who just broke his leg. Literally 10 minutes before our call, an hour before our call today, she's like, I've got to reschedule. I'm so sorry. Are you kidding me? Of course we're rescheduling. Your I think he's 6-year-old broke his leg. I reschedule, no problem, for all of my client calls. There's no policy, there's no dings. You can reschedule because you have COVID, you have a cough, your kiddo needs to be attended to, you have a migraine, you're not feeling good today. I build that into my business. For one-on-one coaching clients, the first 3 weeks of the month, we have a 60-minute call. The last week of the month, I have off from my calls. Mostly because that's when I do my marketing. That's when I do my content writing. That's when I create images and post them, scheduling it out on Instagram. But I can easily roll over somebody's call to the last week of the month. No issue, no problem. My clients don't lose their calls. That's not a thing. Because global pandemic, systems of oppression, patriarchy, like, are you kidding me? I'm not going to ding somebody when they need to reschedule. That's just ridiculous. I built that into my business. Those are my policies because I can, because I am privileged enough to be able to do that. Your business needs to work for you first. My business really got rocking and rolling. I got it rocking and rolling just as the pandemic was starting. My son, Cedar, he was 2.5 at the time, was home with me full time. And I thought, oh my God, how am I ever going to build a business? The only model I had seen was you get your makeup on, you have fancy earrings, you have fancy clothing, you show up with excitement and enthusiasm, and it's all or nothing. And that's the only way you can succeed. You got to be on the ball and amazing. Fuck that. Fuck that. You don't have to be anything other than who and what you are in a world gone mad. In a world not gone mad, your people need to see your authentic you. Yes, I might be a little sad to look at today, but it's authentic. It's relatable as fuck, right? You're never going to see me present as one way and coach in a different way. My clients, if you're watching, guys, can chime in and say, yeah, Emily is exactly as she appears. Your authenticity is yours. And when I started my business rockin' and rollin' with Cedar Home, I would turn him loose in the yard with the toys and a bucket of water. He would become a muddy mess. And I would get on my coaching calls with my clients, phone calls, because I could put my phone in my pocket and put these earbuds on and walk around my yard talking to my clients. I could do my training listening. I was taking Gene Keys training at the time. I could listen to the call without needing to be on video. Your business gets to work for you first. You get to build the mad into it. Maybe you start only by coaching on Voxer or WhatsApp, and you do it in the in-between moments when your daughter is taking a bath or you just got her to sleep, so you know you've got a solid 2 hours before you have to put her back to bed. Or maybe you have an autoimmune disorder and you have flare-ups of pain. So you schedule things out. You build a content bank in a Google Doc, in Airtable. Airtable is a free resource. So that on the days you don't feel like it and you can't think of what to write, you copy, you paste, you hit enter. You show up, you're consistent, but you don't have to be excited about it and in good health and overjoyed all the time. Your business gets to work for you. Your business gets to work for you. And then from that space, we make a business that works for your clients, that works for your people. Because chances are your people have the same constraints you do, right? Maybe you don't do live videos every week at the same time. I couldn't do that in the beginning. I went live when I could. I told people that morning what time I was going. Some of you might remember that. I would say, I think I'm going live at noon. And then I'd have to reschedule. Yeah, it gets to work for you. Or you sign up for OneStream. It's onestream.com, I think. You can pre-record videos and then publish them as if you were live, right? There are so many software systems to enable you to have the business of your dreams. We've just got to figure out the right ones for you. I'm going to help you do this shit in CEO Enchantress. If you didn't already hop in, like Emma, now's the time to do that because I'm only offering it once a year. This is the lowest price it's ever going to be. The Facebook group opens February 22nd. The first coaching call is March 1st. You still have time to hop in. Choose any payment plan. I've got 3 different options. I want you to have a successful business that works for you first, right? What I love about coaching is that I show up and support. I teach what I know. I guide. I listen and I respond. And I love that, especially for women, especially for moms, because it pulls on our genius without creating a deficit, without creating like a void of attention. I try to do back-end services for people. I try to do somebody's graphic and branding and images. I don't have the mental capacity. With an 8-month-old, with a 4-year-old, patriarchy, systems of oppression, global pandemic, I only get to work 2 to 3 days a week. I couldn't do that. I don't want to do that. So building back-end services for people doesn't work for me. Maybe it's your favorite thing. Maybe it's exactly the right thing for you at the right time. You love getting a project and designing somebody something and delivering it to them in your time. That could be your perfect business model. Yay, Emma, I am too. But what we really have to do is assess what works for you. What works with your time, with your brain and body constraints, with your family, with the support you have or don't have. What's going to work for you? And then we set up the service, the program, the structure in a way that works for you. It doesn't have to be an evergreen program. It doesn't have to be high-ticket coaching. You get to create your own unique thing in the world, tell people why they need it, who it's for, and then sell it. and it gets to work. I'm so grateful to be alive in these crazy times because we get to try new things. Maybe the first program I ever created was an email system. I delivered 10 days of mindful meditations and journaling practices and little videos to people's inboxes. It was a $21 product. You paid for it, and then I set up the automation on the back end through MailerLite that it just went out to the inbox every day. You get to create something that works for you, that supports your people and pays you. And if you're not sure where to start, join me for CEO Enchantress. If you've got to start but it's not fully working for you yet and you aren't making what you want, join me for CEO Enchantress. There's a theme here. Just join me. I'm going to go. I never get sick. I did give in to the antibiotics, and I'm hoping I'll feel better tomorrow. Tell me one way you're building your business for you on your schedule first, with what works for you first, because that is the rebellion.